One of my key takeaways from the sessions is understanding, getting a historical perspective on why these systems are in place. Why do we have these mechanisms and these funds? And to get this historical perspective is to also revisit for whom these funds were designed and how they can be made accessible for those who are most affected or for those whom it is most needed. And so to get insights from people who have been part of these negotiation spaces, who have been part of these decision-making processes, has given us an understanding of what tools we can use and how we can monitor and push for more representation, more equal and diverse representation in accessing climate finance. For me, the strength and power of Gaga lies in the cause of gender and climate justice and the diverse actors who are involved in networking together and collaborating, sharing their insights from decades of experience in the field, in actually caring for the voices of people on the ground and making sure that the policies, the decision making that happens at the top level actually makes a meaningful impact and is gender just and is not just another climate false solution that does not make a meaningful difference to the community. Based on the discussions that we had in the 3 days of the workshop, the Linking and Learning program, what I learned is that there are different nodes of knowledge and there are different opportunities and sources for funding. And there are a range of policies that are designed at the top level. But what policymakers and different stakeholders at the Conference of Parties need to ensure time and again is that they are realized at the ground level and they don't just remain in paper, because more funding, more finance, more discussions are only fruitful if they actually make a true impact in combating against climate change and just doesn't remain in its closed door spaces that has very limited access and reach in the grassroots level.